Yo, what up? I thought with the release of this game being imminent, it would be fun if I play through this game again and record it, because I need to check for bugs anyway, and some of you are probably too lazy to play through the game themselves. I heard it's a thing that's happening, so I thought, hey, I'll just play through the game for you guys and explain what's going on. So we're dropped off in Kokiri Forest, just like in Zelda, and we want to get out of the Kokiri Forest, but every exit is blocked by gates that need magic to be opened. So we need to unlock the magic. That's actually the first item you unlock in this game. But the only way to unlock it is to buy it from one of the toads living in the Kokiri forest for 40 coins. So that's why we need 40 coins right now, and oh my god, I missed that. Doesn't matter though, there are enough coins in here. Yeah, so I should play through it again because there might be some bugs, and I really don't want literally everyone to run into bugs, because I plan to release this game on the 29th. I assume this video will be online like the beginning of April. And if there were any bugs, because at the beginning of April I'll be gone for around a week, it would take long for me to fix them, and that would be very annoying, because then almost everyone would have already downloaded it and wouldn't realize that the new fix has been released. So I really want to make sure that this is not very broken. Yeah, so we just unlocked the magic meter from the toad, then collected some magic, broke the seal, and now we're on our way into the Deku tree relatively quickly. So the dungeons in here, they are a lot smaller than they are in Ocarina of Time. Well, I mean, the main mission in them is a lot smaller, but that's because a lot of them is dedicated to side missions with more stores. And I think that's, for modern audiences, it's a good thing, because you don't have to do so much before you get anywhere. But if you want to do 100% the game, you could do a lot more. So it gives you the option to either do more or not, like as you want, rather than forcing you to do everything in every dungeon. It's also a lot, it's very difficult to make puzzles in Mario 64 with the way Mario can already jump above everything without like making it very clustered or too complicated. Anyway, here's our first power-up already. It is the Vanish Cap. You just press D pad down, that activates the Vanish Cap at any point. That will drain your magic. And you can go through gates like these using the Vanish Cap. Oops. Afterwards you obviously want to turn it off again, otherwise you run out of magic relatively quickly. Like that. And down here the first boss fight already awaits us. Yeah, these switch are a little annoying that you slip on them. Maybe I'll change that for the actual version that I will release, because I just noticed how annoying that is. See, that's what I beta test get for you guys, so you don't have to slip on the switches yourselves. Yeah, that's the first boss. It's a giant scuttlebug having a jamboree with 10 other scuttlebugs. Well, it's more like 5. Oh yeah, in case you're wondering, second music in the Deku tree only is disabled, because if it was enabled there's like an issue with the RAM that is being used, and I don't know what exactly is causing that. I should reset the game so that I go back to the top of the Deku tree. That's the quickest way to get back out. Like that. Alright, our next goal, like the first goal in the game, if you read the story at the beginning, or if you talk to one of the toads, they will tell you to go see Peach. That is the actual objective we have right now. Thing is just that most paths are blocked, so we can't really go there yet. And usually we should go see Peach now, but since I already know how the story will go and I don't want to come back here, I kind of know that there's a Bob-Omb engineer in the Lost Woods that is being bothered and being ganged up on by a bunch of other Bob-Ombs. And we need to save him to progress in the story later, so let's just save him now to save time. And go into the Lost Woods. I hope I remember this. I don't think it's too difficult here. I think it's to the left now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we need to save the pink bomb from the black ones. No racism. So many people thought me calling the Black Bob-omb Empire the Black Empire was some sort of racist Easter egg, but no. Please, it's literally just Bob-ombs. Thanks for helping me, blah blah blah. And he gives you a star. So what this Bob-omb is the pink Bob-omb engineer. And the pink Empire is missing him. Because he was being ganged up on. And if he wasn't being returned back, then the Bob-omb King wouldn't allow us to use the cannons. So by saving him, we've proven that we are allied with them. Okay, we just ran out of magic, but that's fine. We don't need any more magic right now. Let's go see Peach. You technically can skip Peach somehow, but it's really, really difficult. And you would only do that in a speedrun. Let's jump on the bus. But yeah, I want to play the story like normal, so you guys, if you are planning to play this for yourself and you don't know how to continue, you could technically watch this video and understand what you have to do. So we need, or it helps if we have a bunch of magic for Peach's castle, so let's go into the magic house and get a bit. You don't need this, but it helps you a lot. Peach is obviously where Zelda would usually be. So there's a fairy fountain over there. I kind of want to go see the fairy fountain. Because it will save me a lot of time later. There we go. You can just activate the vanish cap and then the guards don't see you. That should be enough magic. So the way you activate a fairy fountain is you go there and collect a star, and then the fairy fountain is a quick travel system. It replaces the Ocarina songs, because Mario does not play the Ocarina. Right, there are luckily no bob-ombs here, and the way you get past these two is by just going up here. Careful not to get caught by this guy. Let's go like right behind him. I'm just already halfway done through this. I tried to recreate the areas kind of like they were in the original, in like a spiritual sense. Like you will see later what I mean by that. A lot of mechanics are similar to what they were in Ocarina of Time, but translated into Mario objects is what I mean. I'm not sure if I can go push the side of the block now, so let's just wait. Okay, we're safe. Okay, there's actually a trick you can do here, and then it's just going along here. Link couldn't go in here, but Mario definitely can. I feel like this segment is a little too difficult for most players, so I was hoping that by allowing that I would make it a little easier. Oh, interesting Easter egg. If you played Ocarina of Time, look in the window. There's a picture of Link and other pictures too, but you will have to discover them yourself. So she just talks about us. She just talks about the grand stars where we find them, but I already know that, so I don't read this now. Gain Peach's permission, now you can enter Death Mountain. So there would be a guard, just like in Ocarina of Time, in front of Death Mountain. That doesn't allow us to get any further. Let's just get caught and warp out. But using Peach's permission, he will allow us past. So Feria and Kakariko, I actually want to collect the fairy fountain there so that we can walk back to Kakariko anytime, because that will be useful later. Oh yeah, if you touch a pole or a tree or anything like that, they can randomly spawn a coin or a 1-up or a bob-omb. Why a bob-omb, you will understand later. I think that's a neat touch. It's kinda like the grass, but with Mario objects. That's kind of the spirit of the game. Take anything in Ocarina of Time and use Mario objects. For example, this big bunny, you know how usually you have to bring the Kakus back? Well, the big bunny is missing his children and you have to bring the children back. Stuff like that. Ah, collect the star. And there we go. Now we can go to Death Mountain. So in Ocarina of Time you use a lot of death warps, and I want to use some of them too. Like if you speed on Ocarina of Time, they save a lot of time. And they do here too. A good thing they dropped magic, because I actually shouldn't be here. Should have gone the other way around. But using magic I can actually get past that. Never mind. I'm stupid. I ran into the wall. Alright, let's go all the way around. Oops, I did not mean to talk to this guy. Man, I love this music. So usually the big bunny would be in your way and you couldn't get past him. His hitbox extends upwards very, very high. Not infinitely, but very high. So you see that cannon? That one's closed, because we don't have the cannon permission just now. Cannons in this game, they don't work like in Mario 64, where there's a bob-omb in each level that you have to talk to. But rather there is like one cannon permission that you have to collect, and then every cannon unlocks. And because we have the pink bob-ombs before, he will give us the cannon permission. That's why we went to the Lost Woods. If you didn't help him yet, then the Bob-omb King would talk to you and tell you to go to Lost Woods. So I think this is pretty findable for most people. Unlock the cannon license, yay. So I actually want to activate the fairy fountain here as well, because we will have to come back here later for the fire dungeon. Can I stop missing these? We want to go do Bob Crater. And let's just go die, so that we can walk back up. Okay, I didn't know you could go into this wall. Some of the collision is slightly modified, like in places where you die anyway, because of the Mario 64 invisible wall issue and other collision issues. But I think I fixed most of them with the invisible wall fix that I uploaded. At this point I probably uploaded it 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure when I'll publish this video, to be honest. And that's how you get to the Dodongo's cave. So the theme at the Dodongo's cave is bombs. Usually you'd have bomb flowers and actual bombs in Ocarina of Time. Here you have bob-ombs, and once you've unlocked the bomb diffuser, which is the item in this dungeon, every dungeon has one item. Oh my god, can I stop doing that? You can carry the bob-ombs with you. So usually you're supposed to push that metal box over there to make this jump easier. But I'm a pro, so I don't have to do that. Oh no, don't kill me. Yeah. You always have to push the bob-ombs into the right positions to blast away these walls at the beginning. But once you have the diffuser, you can bring any bob-omb anywhere. There were a bunch of little cages with bob-ombs in them that we did not see because I know where I have to go. But if you didn't know where you have to go, then you would probably see them. Once you press the switch, you release them from the cages. And if you go over here, this bomb right here used to be cage 2. So now, after having activated the cage, we can actually continue getting somewhere in the dungeon. Like this, these two were caged. What if we saved them? And then we killed them. You probably remember this part from Ocarina of Time, where there was a chain reaction. Well, here you go, another chain reaction. Just like this. And I blew away the rock that would have otherwise blocked the switch. And now we can proceed. Yeah, like I said, I tried to recreate some of the puzzles. But in Mario 64. I'm not sure if that's like, oh cool, I know this from Ocarina of Time, or if it's, oh that already was an Ocarina of Time, that's uninteresting. So I have a mixture of both. Yeah, and then at the end of the path, we finally find the bomb diffuser. So the bomb diffuser works in a way, you pick up a bomb, and then you press L, and then you've diffused it, and then when you press L the next time, you get your bomb back. And I think we want to go down here. You could go up further, there's just one more star, but you really don't need to. Like if you blow away the ice, you get a star for that. But we don't care about stars, this is just trying to save Hyrule. Just like this. Put it away, you go forward, and you take the bomb out. And that's how you get past this. So if you went the right way, there would be another star that you could get. But like I said, we don't care about stars. That's what I meant with the dungeons have been shortened. A lot of the things are just single stars rather than requirements to actually beat the game. And the boss here is... oh god. This is how the character needs to be. Okay. It's the Bob-omb King, obviously. The leader of the Black Empire. He shoots bombs at you. I'm not sure how exactly it worked in Mario 64 DS. I didn't play that game. Because the controls, they just turned me off so much. But yeah, he throws bombs at you. And you have to kick them back. Oops. You only need to hit 3 times. 3 times is like what you have to hit most of the time. And that's our second Grand Star. Once we have 3 Grand Stars, we can go to the Temple of Time. That's what Peach would have told us if we had read her text. Yeah, but I don't care about 1-ups, I just... Death Bob again. To the start of the dungeon. We still have 2 Death Bobs left before we game over. And I don't intend on dying, so... Now we need to go and see Jabu Jabu. So the official story of why you have to go into the future in this game is that the temples that hold the Grand Stars, they are sealed with magic, and the seals, they are too strong to break in the present. Sorry, it's sometimes hard to talk while also trying to not be stupid with Mario. I'm not very good at that yet. I don't have the let's player energy genes inside of me. I'm more of a go fast with Mario kind of guy. And that's why we needed to go to Dodongo first, so that we could have that power up. So the penguins, they actually won't let you through to Jabu Jabu before you haven't brought back the baby penguin. Then, by the way, the baby penguin's name is Gerudo, and finding the baby penguin is actually pretty easy. It's just over here. Mom, help me find my mom. I know, that's a very top-notch writing. I'm not a good writer for this kind of stuff. That's why, well, one hack that I'm planning to do soon, Doki Doki Mario 64, a Mario 64 dating simulator meme. Don't hate me for this, it's gonna be really funny. That's why I try to get other people to write for or with me, so that we can have actual meta text. And so far, there's some pretty cool text. Like the guy, Zach Lawliet is his name. He's made some crazy cool shit. I mean, the thing's gonna be funny through sheer ridiculousness already. I can tell. Alright, so this dungeon also kind of works similar to how Jabu Jabu works in Ocarina of Time. Not all of them work exactly like that, but this one pretty much does. And that is by picking up Gerudo, the baby penguin. They even have the same name. And yeah, you have to always put her on a switch, and then you can go somewhere and do more stuff, and then you come back and get her. Just like here. To get up there, you need these blocks. And to get through the lake with the penguin, you need these red blocks activated. So now that we've done that, we can get her back up, and we can go over here. That's a very, very basic and stupid puzzle, and I don't know, I feel like those puzzles are okay. They are not amazing, but they are something. They fill the dungeon, they make it feel less empty. And that's already the power-up. The super overwalls. If you've seen it, Mario's nipple button things are now stars to indicate that you've gotten a new power-up. Mario's layout changes throughout the game to indicate that he's gotten stronger. So I'm actually trying to do this without any skips. Like, I know that the super overalls, you don't even need them to beat the game. You can actually just abuse the fact that Mario 64 objects have a collision distance, and when you go far away from them, they become non-solid. But I kind of wanted to beat this glitchless, so that people that are stuck themselves in this game can beat this game properly after watching this playthrough. Put the penguin here. You know what? Screw the penguin. We take this box now. You could bring the box back and take the penguin with you, but man, fuck the penguin. Yeah, the camera kind of needs a bit to catch up, but I don't have the patience. Ooh, that's not good. Needs to be exactly on the switch, I guess. Didn't think this would happen. You need like a very specific distance. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Mario places the box so far in front of him that it's a bit counterintuitive. We don't need to pick the box back up. We could, but I decided that's kind of stupid if you have to. What if you forget it? So I just put a new box over here. You can't carry two boxes with you anyway, and even if you did carry two boxes, you wouldn't get an advantage from it. I mean, yeah, you could carry two boxes by just throwing them after another, but whatever. There's just one more switch anyway, and that is right here. Yep. Thanks for the help, Amp. So that heart would fill up your health in case you wanted some more health before the boss, but this boss is rather underwhelming. This is the lamest boss in the game. I don't know why I did this. There wasn't really a better idea I had with amps. So I mean, I made it look very easy, but it won't be that easy for you. It's like an amp with a shell, and you need a super ground pound to break the shell. So I wanted to integrate the power-up into this boss, and I also wanted to use amps because this is kind of the amp dungeon. Like on Ocarina of Time, you have electric jellyfish. here you have these amps that are also electric. And yeah, you've seen again that large parts of the dungeon, they weren't even used in the main solving of this dungeon. Because I'd rather put just stars there, so you don't have to go everywhere. Like, yeah, you understand what I mean. I've gone over this a bunch of times now. I must have sounded like a broken record by now. Anyway, one more fairy fountain. We actually don't need to pick the star up, we can just go back to Hyrule Castle. Get caught, and then go into the Temple of Time. So that we can go and see the future now. Oops. It was meant to be a side flip. So I remember last time I played through the entire game there was an issue in the Forest Temple. I hope I fixed that. I'm pretty sure I did. But just in case, I would probably like make a quick cut, fix the issue, and then come back. Alright, so now we are in the future, where Bowser has attacked Hyrule and has taken over everything. If you've seen Hyrule Castle Market thing before, everything was really friendly with you. But if you go here now, then suddenly everyone hates you. I should go here and activate the fairy fountain actually. Like they all try to attack you. That's because we actually traveled 70 years into the future, unlike 7 in Ocarina of Time. So everyone is now part of Bowser's army, and Bowser has taken over everything, and they're all in the Bowser cult, and everyone hates Mario. So if you were there in the present, there were like Womps that talk to you like a normal person. They're all friendly. There even is a Womp that asks you for a massage. He's like on his back, exposed, his weak spot to you because he trusts you. Yeah, but in the future, that's not the case anymore. So our current goal is going to the Lost Woods. The only reason I activated the fairy fountain right there is so that later when we we have to do a bunch of stuff there later, and I don't want to walk all the way back. If you play this game yourself, you'll probably have more than like 9 stars at this point. If you reach like 30 stars, you will unlock a power-up that lets you travel a lot quicker than this. So you don't have to worry about having to do yahoo, yahoo, wah, hoo, over and over. But I don't have the time to collect 50 stars right now. Oops. Oh yeah, this is another enemy that you could beat, but I'm not interested right now. I think it's straight forward and then left. Yeah. Okay. That's how you recognize that you are at the end of the fairy fountain. I mean, at the end of the Lost Woods. There is a safe block right there. I'm just using the vanish cap so I can go through these ghosts. So an easy way to get up here is by using the switch blocks underneath these. You can obviously also just triple jump wall kick up there, but this is easy enough. Oh no! Well, okay, whatever. Didn't think it would turn at that exact moment. But I think what I usually do, and why it doesn't turn for me, is this. Yeah. I've beaten this dungeon a few times already to test, so I kind of know what I'm doing. Like whenever I wanted to enter this dungeon, I had to either cheat my way through it or do that beginning part. So I think we want to go up the left right here at the very beginning, so we can drain the water in the moat here. 2 ways up there. 1, the node block. 2, the tree. The node block seems faster. So this dungeon, it has, instead of the 4 bows, posts, it has 4 boos with different colors and little boos like that. And you have to beat all the boos to make it through this dungeon. And instead of the arrows, you unlock the head throw boomerang thing. You can shoot your head at stuff. There we go. We've unlocked the head throw. Yay. So the first boo, the blue boo, he is underwater right here. If you'd go here with the water still being high, he would probably beat you up. I mean, yeah, how would you beat him underwater? You can't beat him up back. So you need to collect all the 4 stars from the boos, and that will make it so that you can enter the lower area where you have to beat the boss. I don't want to reveal what the boss is yet, but the boss is really cool. It's one of my favorite bosses in this game. My favorite is definitely the last one though. So stay tuned. I think that's how the big YouTubers do it. Stay tuned till the end of the video for a free Amazon gift away. I don't know what they usually do. I find that really obnoxious. I just say hi and bye at the end of my videos. No, please don't squish me. Okay, thanks. Whatever. Slightly slow. So the boo over here is the pink boo. It's the shy boo. This boo will only come out of his hideout if you are looking away from it and you are below him. While regular boos, they are satisfied if you look away from them. So the best way to beat him is to never look at him again. And that is by just doing this. They all have a radius in which they operate. So, oh my god. So the best way to do is stand right outside of his radius and then hit him. That makes the fight a little easy if you know how they work. But if you don't know how they work, this will be a lot more intense because you won't figure this out. But it's okay. I can cheat at my own game like that. Oh, let's just die. I think that's faster than walking all the way back. Well, I kind of thought the switch was still pressed, but I just realized that yes, we did press the other switch, so maybe that was not faster. Whatever. Not like it matters, this is not a speedrun, this is just me casually playing. But somehow I turn everything I do into speedrun. That's how you use the head throw. Nice job, me. Alright. So these red boos, they are very dangerous. They shoot fire at you, and they are definitely the strongest boos. Because they deal so much damage with the fire like that, yes. Okay, let's kill this guy, because I have a feeling he won't leave me alone. I was hoping he'd be somewhere else, and oh my god, why is it so lagging? That must be my PC not being able to handle it, because when I test this without recording, it did not lag. Also, don't play on counterfactor 1. If you don't know what that means, that is, it reduces lag if you put counterfactor 1 on. So this will definitely not lag for you. It doesn't impact gameplay at all, so just put it on. Oh, I thought the star would spawn inside the coin ring. Good job, me. Last boo is the green boo. He has an interesting ability. Like the pink one was just shy, the blue one was just underwater, the red one could shoot fire, which is kind of interesting. And the green one has a special ability. What? Nice rollout, me. Alright, you don't need to hit these switches, but hitting them makes this a lot easier. Because you can land in mid-air, like that. Yeah, you could technically do this without. Maybe you see the green boo already, but he's not appearing. That's because we have to hit the 2 switches on both sides first. I hope I don't die doing this. Because I have definitely died doing this before. I really don't want to like die unnecessarily and waste everyone's time in my playthrough here. Oh yeah, this object, I mean this level uses a bunch of ghost house objects like the flying books, but we dodged the flying books so far. But there are a bunch around if you go into unnecessary alleys. Alright, now witness the green boo. What he does is if you hit him, he splits. I think that's a really cool thing. Oh, there's the star. Alright, with all 4 stars, we can go and see the boss of the dungeon. You can see how many stars you have by seeing like how many flames are burning. There's a room here that I removed because it was really unnecessary and didn't really add anything. There you go. That's the final boss in this dungeon. The black boo. He goes into a painting and you have to follow him into the painting. Because in Mario 64 it's about jumping into paintings and then you land in Luigi's mansion. Because if you look at the painting, there's kind of a mansion and it reminded me of Luigi's mansion. I think that's such a nice touch. Alright, you have to hit him 3 times. If you go in there without him, like in the wrong painting, then that will just be empty and you have to survive against the fire for a bit. And this should be the third hit, if I don't mess it up. Alright. That's the star. So I only have 1 more life, I don't want a death warp here, and even if I wanted to, I don't think I could. Actually, let's just reset. That will get us back to the beginning of the dungeon. And now using the fairy fountain, we should go and look at the fire dungeon, because that's one's the next. We could technically also already do the water dungeon. I didn't lock the order of the water and the fire dungeon here, just like OOT didn't lock the spirit temple and the shadow temple, I think. I mean, I didn't do this because of OOT, I did it because that was just a bit of pointless lock. There's no power up I wanted to use from the fire dungeon in the water dungeon. Anyway, let's go see the dungeon. We don't need the star, but we collected it anyway. Bob Crater. That's why we set a warp here. And you see, this dungeon is locked with the head throw ability. So the head on the y-axis is not the fastest, so I always jump to catch it once. The head throw code is mostly the same as the one in my Mario 64 Odyssey thing, but I changed it a bit. Not really improved, like, in a way that it works more like the one in Odyssey does, but rather in a way that it works well for my game as a boomerang. There are also a bunch of... Actually no, I don't want to spoil you unnecessarily, just in case anyone watching this video still wants to play the game. I won't spoil you what else you can do with the head throw. Nothing too exciting. Don't get overexcited. And this dungeon is about freeing the Lucky Twos from the cage, so that they go ahead and build platforms for you. Kinda like you get little keys, but instead you get platforms. I think that fits better to Mario, translating keys into platforms that help you move. So you want to push this block a little bit, and then you can just do a side flip up here. And I think the switch is below this one. Nope. Okay. Man, I wonder what's behind that block with the Chakya coming out of it. Probably not a bad surprise. I think we actually used the Fire Temple version song with the chant in it. I asked the guy that made the music, Trenavix, aka F3D guy, aka CPU hacker, to add the chant to it. But he said it was just melody anyway. I didn't allow him to use Ocarina of Time instruments for this entire OST, because that would have made this game lose its charm, wouldn't it? Like, I'm sure some of you prefer some songs in this over the versions in Ocarina of Time, and I think that's a really cool thing. And not just that, but also we are translating Ocarina of Time into Mario 64's engine. We are not just remaking it with worse assets, if you understand what I mean. Like, a lot of people asked me to import Link into this, and that would have absolutely ruined it, in my opinion. Oops. Yep, those three platforms, they wouldn't have been there if we didn't free the free Lucky Twos. Like always, camera slowed catching up. Maybe I should fix that for the final release. Yes, you can technically just go into first person view to fix this. It takes like 2 seconds, but man, 2 seconds? Me waiting 2 seconds? Isn't patience just glorified laziness? I don't have any patience, so obviously I'd say that, but whatever. Yeah, we need 3 more Lucky Twos here. It's over there. Oh, come on. So the thing is, touching doors is a bit awkward, because Mario has a hitbox in front of his hand that also extends to his body, and his body needs to touch the door. Like, that's the way I made this detection work, because otherwise we couldn't make it polygonal, and we would have to put a sphere or something, or I would have like had to recode a lot of the engine. So it's a bit bad, like if you only hit the door with the tip of your fist, so you have to do it with like the entire fist. There's one Lucky 2 cage right here. So you have to kind of jump up here. That's like the solution to this puzzle. If you don't figure out that you can jump up there, you're not going to get past this, because the entrance is blocked with a block. But by jumping up there, you can just go through here. And over here we need to save one more Lucky 2. Right here. So that then we can go back and get the Fire Flower power-up. Good thing I put a switch right behind that, because it would be annoying to go all the way around. Smart thinking, past case. And if you see a shadow, you know there's something above me. And that's the Lakito that we've saved before. We don't need coins, so we aren't gonna bother pressing that switch. What? Did I bump into an invisible wall? I was hoping my invisible wall fix would work. I mean, I was pretty sure it would. I probably just bumped into the ceiling or something. I'll have to look at the video again later. Man, I show my invisible... Yeah, okay, that's a ceiling. Oh god, please don't kill me. I should probably remove the height of that note block so that you guys won't bump into that ceiling. Man, if I forget about that, I'm gonna look like a dickhead. I hope I don't forget about it. You've unlocked the fire flower, yay. So now we can shoot fire. Don't take fall damage. When you roll out like this, and you fall, you don't take fall damage. So that's what I tried. Yeah, you hear Mario shouting, he's really scared, he's not a fan of me doing this. They did that, I remember they did that in the 120 star test, and a lot of people thought the test was cheated because of it. Because they didn't take fall damage. That's kind of funny. But that's just another one of those Mario 64 engine quirks. I should have gone the other way around. Man, I sure hope I don't die. Whenever you see something like this, you can go through it with the vanish cap. If you turn this flame on, the thing will go upwards, and that allows you to get past here. One flame is not enough to make it go all the way up, so I shot a bunch of them. No way. Oh my god. I hit the ceiling. Alright, let's walk up all the way back. Take the walk of shame. And lose the ability to dive warp, unless I find a one up somewhere. Man, dying is really annoying. Okay. That's not a possible jump then. Yeah, you can move that block over there to make this jump easier. Or you can move this block over to the other side to make that jump easier. I don't want the player to force... I don't want to force the player to do hard wall jumps like that. Or wall kicks. In Mario 64 they're actually called wall kicks. In Mario Galaxy and so on they're called wall jumps. The difference is that the wall kick, you have to kick off it immediately, and the wall jump, you slide down. But you can actually unlock the wall jump in this game. If you get, I think, 60 stars and talk to one specific guy, he will give you the wall jump. Alright. Yeah, whenever you shoot a flame at this thing, it renews. So I'm just shooting a bunch so it doesn't stop. Like that. Yeah, good job me. Apparently it did stop. think I have to go this way, yes. So in this area you wanna inflame a bunch of torches, and if you got all of them, it will give you the master key. This is the only dungeon with a master key. I didn't put one in every dungeon because there was just not enough space. There we go. Yeah, I'd really like to death walk now. Fuck. Well, that's the punishment. Another walk of shame. I guess that's what you'd use your 4 lives for in a proper speedrun that doesn't like die stupidly and do other stupid things that I've been doing. I don't think that's the exit. No, it's definitely not. This is the exit. I think you can just jump down here and then you land. Oh god, don't game over. If you game over now, we actually lose the key. Let's just get some coins. Okay, yeah, I think you can jump down here and you are in the boss area. Yep, you are absolutely not in the boss area. Alright, I should have jumped down somewhere else. Masterful routing right here. What? I'm going backwards? Oh my god. You can tell, it's not a very planned out speedrun playthrough. Anyway, it doesn't even matter what I'm doing here. You see that door? That's the key door that we have to go to. We reached our goal, and that's the important part here, you know? I'm happy we arrived. So this is the unfinished Blark, but I've given it a behavior. The original Blark, like the unfinished beta Blark, does not have a behavior in the Mario 64 ROM, so I invented one for it. That was me going pretty fast on the boss. Usually he shoots fire at you and then goes down again, and you have to chase him through all the holes, but I really didn't want to die, so I didn't like do anything of that. Yeah, here you kind of have to take damage to get back. That's also good. Actually, let's just reset. And we are right at the beginning of the dungeon. It's beautiful. 16 stars already, 5 dungeons in. I wonder what the any percent speedrun will be. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm kind of into speedrunning sometimes. Like, I don't speedrun myself anymore. Speedrunning yourself is very mind-numbing, I feel, but it's fun to play games fast. So we want to go to Lake Hylia next. Let's go to Kakariko. I think that's the closest one. Yeah, we can still use the public chomp taxis to go to Lake Hylia. They aren't gone in the future, because that would be annoying. Even though it would make sense if the chomps wouldn't help you anymore. But you can also see in the future everything's a little darker. If you talk to the characters, they actually call this place Bowser Rule now, instead of Hyrule. Because Bowser rules over the place now. I thought that was funny. Oops. Grabbing trees is so miserable. It takes so long to get off. Alright, if you went here in the present, you would see a little eel that blocks the entrance to the water temple. But if you go in the future, the eel is not there anymore. But then if you go into the water temple, you see the big eel again. The sharks are also only there in the future. The present has friendly cheeps. So I hope I don't take a million years to finish the water temple now. Because I have kind of not planned out at all how I want to beat this. I'm just gonna go in and do whatever. I think first thing I should do is lower the water level. There you see the eel. You can interact with him, but I don't want to show that now. I can already tell a lot of people will be very confused with the water temple, but that was to be expected. Rain, please. Thank you. So we can already unlock the power-up in this dungeon if I find out where the entrance is. It's not here. It's right here, I think. Yup. Oops. If you fall down anywhere, there are usually always these holes, and I put their note blocks in there. You know what, I'm not gonna go back to the start. I'm just gonna jump up this thing. These jumps are a little difficult, so I tried not to use them, because I want people that watch this video to be able to follow through with what I'm doing. But I guess it's too late now. I mean, you've seen how to beat it. You know how to beat it now, right? This is probably the most difficult jump that you have to do in the game. Kind of have to like wall kick off of that thing to get over there. And this is already right in front of the metal cap. Yeah, this place is a little awkward because I feel like a lot of people won't know to go over here, so I put an arrow there. And this is the metal cap. Just like you unlock the, or you have to use the iron shoes a lot, you use the metal cap here for literally the same thing that you use the metal shoes, I mean iron boots, in Ocarina of Time. Oops. So you see these platforms with a bunch of like metal, with some metal piece on top of it. They have to be, oops. Something's really wrong with ceilings, oh my god. Is this even where no, this is not where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, I should fix that thing with the ceilings before I release this. For some reason ceilings bonk you. And they shouldn't do that. I hope that's not a thing with my invisible wall fix. That would be annoying. I mean, it probably is. Please don't kill me. So, actually, where I have to go now? Right, I should go to the middle height. I need to go to the middle height and unlock the wooden planks so that I can go up. And I press the buttons. I need to press the button again so that I can go up here. Okay, got it. So the first time pressing the button was actually a waste of time. Take notes if anyone wants to speedrun this dungeon. Getting up there, pressing the button was a waste of time. Actually, maybe you aren't able to get the iron boots without pressing the button. I take it back, maybe that was not a waste of time. Somewhere I have like all the solutions for the dungeons written down, like in my suit notes.txt thing. If you've ever seen me stream this, you know what I mean. You don't have to get up here. I just realized that. Yeah. So what you're actually supposed to do, and since I want to show you guys the supposed way, you can, or you have to put the water to the middle height. Which we are going to do now. And once you have the water at the middle height, you can go to the middle height setting, and you can press the switch. That will then, you know what? I'll just show you. If I tell you what will happen, that's way too complicated to grasp. Yeah, making this water tumble was such a mindfuck, really. Alright, we got this. We go to the second stage, second etage, how do you call it, room? Right here. So once we've unlocked the plank down there, like once we've pressed the chain switch, we can go in there. So now our objective is finding the room with the same chain switch. I think it's right here. Yup, it is. Smart use of the metal cap. So now this is unlocked and we can go over here and put the water back up to the highest height. We have to get rid of that block again. That red block is blocking our path right now. I think we have to do that right here. Yeah. Go down there, press the switch. So when I first thought I made this, I thought we'd have to use the metal cap to press these switches, but I guess I didn't program them in that way. So that's helpful. I'm not sure, maybe I'll still change that for the final version, but I feel like that would just be annoying and not really add anything. Go through the idiot. I'm not sure if making it a requirement that you're grounded for these switches adds or takes from the game. Anyway, we can do this, and we can visit the first mid-boss. Not every dungeon has a mid-boss, but this one definitely has. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, our coin count is stuck at 100 right now, because we don't have the bigger wallet. You can later get wallets up to 2000 coins, but we don't need them for this any percent playthrough. Let's get rid of this, this is annoying. Wait, I don't have magic. No, I should have gotten magic. Alright, let's go back to the main room and get some magic. I need some. For that one I definitely cannot take the metal cap requirement away. Because if I do, then you don't even need the metal cap to beat this dungeon. I mean, you still need it for all the stars. But I really want the player to get the metal cap here, so that later I can use the metal cap in puzzles and the other dungeons. But I mean, I did use it, so... Alright, one is enough. Come on, get up there. Just jump. Thanks. Man, I've already been going for an hour. Didn't think I'd need that long to beat this game. I guess it might end up taking 2 hours then. So you see the target, you need to press the target so that that thing over there opens. I hope I make it the first time, otherwise I have to go back. But yeah, it gives you enough time. I have the rule, if I can't make it the first try, like 9 out of 10 times, then it's too difficult and I need to change it. Because most people playing this, they aren't gonna have 5 years of Mario 64 experience. There we go! The mid-boss, Shadow Mario. Know him from Ocarina of Time. Okay, he won't be that easy for you. I got really lucky. Don't worry, he will fuck you up. You will need all these coins laying around. Usually he will dive and stuff, but I got really lucky. I thought, like, I was actually scared that this guy would kill me if I didn't collect any coins. Yeah, if you've played Last Impact before, you've probably already seen Shadow Mario. This Shadow Mario is a slightly modified version. He has 1 less HP because I didn't want to make him too difficult. And he doesn't shoot shadows that like quicksand you. The one in Last Impact does. He has like a special ability to shoot shadows. This one also has a special ability to go into the ground, but we killed him so quick that he did not use that. Now we can see the final boss, which is not as exciting as fucking Shadow Mario, but well, it's there. It's a custom boss. For the bosses, I always try to use one of the Mario 64 enemies and make them bigger and use them as a boss. So this Manta, it looks really weak, but it can kill you in 2 hits. I did not think I would get hit there. I have to be really careful now. Let's actually just refill my health. Alright, 3 hits and he's dead. Yeah, you have to be careful with him. He's slow but very potent. And that's 17 stars. Time to reset the game again.
It's me, Mario. Hello. Okie dokie.
So now it's time to go and see the Shadow Temple. And the bottom of the well. We have to go to the bottom of the well first and unlock the... what's it called? The True Seeker Lens? I think that's how I called it in this game. So that we can even enter the Shadow Temple. I mean, you can enter it without the True Seeker Lens, but it requires some sequence breaking. That really looks awkward, so I'm just gonna go collect the lens. Like I said, I want people watching this video to be able to just follow through without any big hardships like that. Pick me up. Oh yeah, over there you see a bunch more chain jumps that you can beat up. Oh, there's a star flying in the air. How do you get that? Well, I won't tell you. You need a special power-up for that you unlock at the London Ranch. What else do we have? We have, how's it called? Scarecrow. A Scarecrow. Wonder what he's doing here. So right here we need the metal cap to get into the bottom of the well. Don't mind the floating reds. They are part of the red coin switch. The red coin switch actually just teleports them a lot of coordinates, and I thought they would be invisible. But apparently they are not. Because the drawing distance is too high. But whatever, it doesn't matter. Alright, the way you finish the bottom of the well mini dungeon thing is you break that Snuffit gate by beating the Snuffit first. Let's fight the Snuffit. Eh. Oops. And after you beat the Snuffit, yeah, I will just show you. Why would I talk about what I'm gonna do next? You are going to see what I'm gonna do next. I apologize for my shitty commentary. Sometimes. I'm just not that used to it. Yeah, so when we touch this gate now, it will just break like that. Don't do that to me. Alright. Well, I thought there was flaw there. Nice troll. That's just Ocarina of Time for you. Alright, you can actually use the camera to cheat this. Kind of. Yeah, the camera, I had to make it so that you can just click the camera for everything. Otherwise, like imagine if the camera was always stuck inside the rooms. That would make the game very unplayable. It's like a compromise I had to do. Or I would have to like put the camera on rails everywhere, which would have been even more annoying in my opinion. I'd rather just give the player a tool to cheat than to restrict the player. If I like the Truth Seeker lens, blah blah blah. Truth Seeker lens, you just go to see up, and then it reveals the hidden things. I'll show you. Actually, yes, we've gotten a star here. Never mind. Man, I just realized that activating this fairy fountain was very pointless. Wait, what happened to the music? Okay, that goes into my beta testing notes. I need to change the music thing. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. There you go. Juicy Cadence. We see this now. Yeah, the music in Kakariko Future is a little different than the one in the present, but the present version played until I went somewhere, so I need to change that. Mental note taken. I need magic. That's why you need to beat the fire dungeon first before you go into here. And the water dungeon. You need to beat both. Man, I sure hope I don't die. Before you can get anywhere, you need to go in here to unlock the new power-up, which is the hover shoes. You know them from Ocarina of Time. Fitting how often power-ups just are the same as the one in Ocarina of Time. Like, the way I did it is I just invented a bunch of power-ups before I even started the game, and then I decided to put them into dungeons, like after I invented the power-ups, and designed the dungeons after them. And coincidentally, a lot of the time, they were the same as they were in Ocarina of Time. So So there was another Sniffit gate here, I just didn't bother showing it beforehand. That's why we collected that star. Man, the music here is so good. Conduct the hover shoes. Hold A while non-jumping and you hover. That was the TLDR. Technically you can use the True Seeker lens there to see a block that would just like build a bridge there. But I mean, do we really need to? So technically, no, let's do the way you're supposed to do it. I want people to follow along after all. You could have just jumped from all the way up there and be good. And oh my god, I'm low on health. I hope I don't die from this jump. I have to pull some pro strats to not die here. Okay. I was 99% sure I would be dead, but I wasn't. I'm fine with that. I guess you don't take fall damage if you hover all the way down. New thing learned. I didn't even know I programmed it that way. Okay, not even close. Alright, let's get some more magic. I don't know what that was. I guess I'll just go through all the way with magic, because that's a possibility. You don't need magic here anymore. They don't shoot you far enough to just kill you. But a lot of people are scared anyway. At least all of the beta testers were. What? Invisible wall? Oh my god. Okay, well, I did not know about that one. That definitely goes in my notes. I guess that's the floor triangle that's missing. Very frustrating. My mouse wasn't on the screen the whole time, right? It just happened just now. I hope it did. If it didn't, man, I'm not gonna re-record this video. Yeah, that was probably... I'm pretty sure there was a missing floor triangle or something over there. Shouldn't be an invisible wall otherwise. I guess you've seen my video. Or there's something else that I just don't know about. Oh well. Well, I've shown you guys how to get over there the normal way once now, so I can just do this speedy way now. Speedy way is doing it like this. And then here. Just get him in the form like this. If you know where the bullet bill is and how the bullet bill will move, doing that is no problem. Don't kill me. Fuck you. Fuck. Man, I don't want this to be a video where I just die. We've had enough fun dying now. Can we please beat the game? There's enough magic over there. I don't need one right here. We don't need to kill the swamp again. Oh, but the bullet bill kills us again, okay. Oh, we don't need the coins. Okay, not this time. I have really no idea where that invisible wall came from. That was really weird. But I'll try fixing it after my beta testing here. The way I'm supposed to get over here is just flying over here, getting some more magic, and then hover over to the other side from here. Luckily in Mario 64 you can just dive and avoid taking all the damage doing that. So you can just fly to the right side, but that's a huge waste of time and it's also more difficult. Let's just go over here, we have enough magic to do so. Over here you might think you're stuck, but your friend, the Truth Seeker Lens, will help you. I'm actually scared to do it the normal way. I'll just walk up like that. And again, Truth Seeker Lens reveals everything. Man, this entire level is above Death Floor. It's actually scary and depressing. And this is the boss in this dungeon, the Thwomp boss. Like before, the shooting bullet bills to Thwomp mechanics is really heavily used here. Please don't kill me. You have to hit him a lot of times. Not a very difficult boss though. He's just, once he hits you, you are dead. Alright, that's the start. You know what? We can just reset the game.
It's me, Mario. Hello. Okie dokie.
And now we need to go into the Gerudo Desert. Oh, but before we can proceed anywhere in the Gerudo Desert, we need to go to the present. Because the Gerudo King, he actually won't let you through unless he already knows you. Because he's the king and he orders everyone around. And there's a giant womp blocking your path. And we're gonna go into the past and help him. Well, not really help him, but we are gonna do something for him. And then he's gonna know us in the future and let us through. Alright. Going to the Gerudos is actually kind of annoying. But luckily I've put the fairy fountain like Actually right exactly at the spot where it was in the original game. And it really surprised me that there was a fairy fountain over there. I was like, how the fuck do you find this? It's just random and nowhere. But I decided I would copy all the fairy fountain positions, so that gave me a really good excuse to set an instant warp over there. No. I don't know why I went here. I thought, hey, let's use the fairy fountain to get the fast. But we haven't unlocked the fairy fountain in the Gerudo desert yet. So we have to do that first. So to get over the Gerudo bridge, you need the hover shoes. That's why we need to do the Shadow Temple before we can do the Spirit Temple. In this game you're actually locked in that order. Let's jump on you. I think it's really fun how you jump on these and they carry you wherever. Yeah, we can get up here. Oh, that pipe, that leads to the pit of 100 trials. If you wanna try it, no, 40 trials is it actually. They are very difficult without the necessary power-ups. Mario Crash tried beating them for probably 6 hours and then he got it eventually. But if you have all the power-ups, they're actually free. You can't die. But that's like very end game. And all you unlock there is the BLJ. Backwards long jump. If you don't know what that is, you should Google it up, because it's a pretty cool glitch. But I assume everyone knows what that is. Why would you watch this video for 1.5 hours and not know what BLJ is? Impossible. Man, I'm tempted to say if you didn't know what BLJ was, write a comment, but I'd feel like those sellout YouTubers like, oh, and tell me what you think, to just say that to get more viewer interaction. But I'm legitimately interested. Do people watch this and not know what a BLJ is? Oh yeah, there you see the bomb. It's blocking the path. The Goomba King needs to like you first before he tells the Womp to let you through. And for that, we go here. We just got a bunch of ingredients and we cook food for him. Yeah, we just cooked food for him. We just in the story we cooked his oatmeal. That's actually what it says in the story. So after we finished cooking his oatmeal, he now remembers us, like the little baby Goomba you just saw. And when we go 70 years into the future, the little baby Goomba is gonna be the Goomba King. And he's gonna like you, because you cooked his oatmeal. And if you did not cook his oatmeal, and you'd go into the future, he'd just be like, yo, I don't know you, I'm just gonna beat you up now, and then turn into a regular big Goomba, and you just jump on him once and he's dead. I just hope that I made this obvious enough for the people that will play the game, because I imagine that's kinda hard to figure out. So I'm actually curious how many stars will we have at the end. I imagine the minimum amount of required stars that you collect to beat the game is around 22 non-TAS, with TAS probably a bit less. But I'm not sure where exactly you can shave off some stars. Not that minimum stars makes any sense anyway, because the fairy fountains, they're very useful and you'd skip them in like the minimum amount of required stars. But yeah, let's go into the desert again. If he had some magic, the desert would be a lot easier. I feel like I should have collected some. Yeah, I definitely should have collected some. We can still collect some in the fairy fountain. Right. We haven't talked about this, but the fairy fountain is... I mean, the fairy is no butterfly. We just have to accept that. I don't have a fairy in Mario 64 and the butterfly is the closest I have to a fairy. Where's the Goomba King entrance again? I feel like maybe it's here. Nope, that's definitely not it. I'm not that scared of the guards, because I know how they work. I know when they can see you and when they can't. This isn't it either, huh? Ha ha ha. There's just one specific bob that we have to find, and then we will like be at the Goomba King immediately. It's not here either. He's where I'd usually get jailed. That's his throne room or something. There's no canon explanation for that. Oh, I think I remember where it is. I think it's here. Yes. Okay, let's put the vanish cap in and just run past it. There's a little puzzle that you can solve if you don't have magic to get past this as well. So you don't need the vanish cap to get through here. But it makes it quicker. And I'm all about going fast. Is it you? Didn't you make my oatmeal 70 years ago? Yes, that's me. Thanks for the star, bro. And he commanded the Womp to go away. See, the Womp is gone. Am I dead? Okay, we made it. I was so sure they would catch me. Alright, in this desert, there's not that much to see. There is a toad on a carpet trying to scam you, selling you a star for 2,000 coins. And if you want to 100% this game, you have to get scammed by him, because 2,000 coins, that's very expensive for a star. You can buy, I think, 3 stars? 4 stars, I think. Oh, what? That was not my intention. I must have gotten off track somewhere. But yeah, all the other stars, they cost, I think, 100 coins, 500 coins, and 1,500. Which the last one's also pretty expensive. Yeah, you always need to go to the closest signpost, and I think that's it. Okay, yeah, we skipped that one before. We don't want to go to the house. All that is in the house is a boo that asks you for some help on some pokies that are bothering him. I think bothering is the right word here. I was gonna say molest first, but that sounds very wrong. Because there is no molestation going on in this. Oh nice, the 1-up. Too bad, I have to go to the WAP. So there are obviously some fairy phones in here, but we really don't need them. There are also a bunch of stars around, but we don't need them either. This dungeon's gonna take a while. This dungeon has the Pokeball mechanic, which some may consider tedious. Actually, the first Pokeballs, we don't need them. We can just skip them by beating the left side. You have to beat the left side or the right side here. But I'm guessing most people go right into the left side, into the right side. Which is where you have to do the Pokeballs. I think Pokeballs will be a pretty controversial mechanic. I mean, I kind of like it, I think it's pretty neat. But I can understand when people don't like it. So the Pokeballs, basically they're a bunch of Poke segments and you have to put them all together for a Poke to grow so that the Poke presses down a switch for you. But we already pressed the switch down on the left side. Here's an example of how to do it. You just shoot them in this general direction and he picks them up like that. Gets bigger, he's sleeping, he doesn't wake up, he doesn't attack you. Okay. We don't have enough Pokeballs on that stack yet, so we have to go collect a bunch more. So let's do that real quick. Ah. Yeah, you can see what I think the issue will be with most people. This is a very hard to control mechanic. Like even I'm still having issues with it. I put like a bunch of things here so that it's easier to get them up here. The initial thing first had nothing there and you had to do a pretty perfect shot, and that definitely had to be removed. It was way too difficult to handle. Okay, this room very dangerous because it's deceptive. The sand is actually quicksand. Every sand in this dungeon is quicksand. I wanted it to be consistent. Even though it doesn't look like it would kill you immediately. Yeah, okay. Let's go down here then. Where did the ball land? Did I lose track of it? Oh, it's over there. Alright, if you didn't touch them for a long time, they just go back to their initial position, so that if you roll them down somewhere, they would come back. Or if you lose track of them like I just did. That was very unfortunate the way that played out. If you long jump into them, they go flying like that. Did it land on top of the thing? Oh my god. Yeah. Fuck. Alright, next time I'll be a bit more careful, because I don't want to spend an hour like just trying to get the stupid Pokeball in position now. Let's just do it slow and steady, even though I hate doing that. I don't have patience to do that. You know what, I'll not do it slow and steady, I'll just do it again. And if I take too long, I'll just cut it out. Okay, that was kinda slow, whatever. That should be... You know what, I'm so scared. Okay, it did land. I don't want to ruin my video having to do that for 20 minutes now. Alright, this one's probably the hardest one. Because you have to get them past the corners. Okay, don't fall. So the amount of push the balls get solely depends on Mario's horizontal speed. Knowing that makes this easier to control. Because I know if I jump into him like this, it will barely push him. Or like this. And this should be the last Pokeball on this deck. There's another one that we have to do. There are 3 in total, but the first one you can skip. In the speedrun setting you can actually skip all of them. You can literally enter the dungeon like 90% through. But you have to do some skip for that. Oops. Alright, let's do this one first then. Alright, let's do this one first then. Should respawn any second now. That's a long second, okay. Yeah, the Pokeballs, they decide to respawn after a certain amount of frames, after their speed has reached 0, if I remember correctly. So, if you jump into it fast, it will take longer to respawn. I'm an idiot, but that's okay. Do I still have the switch pressed down? Fuck. Okay, I have to go to the other side again. It's okay. Yeah, the Spirit Dungeon is definitely the longest one with all these Poke Towers that you have to build. Well, I mean, you have to build too. But if you did the skip, it's fairly easy to perform. I think anyone can do it outside the statue. You won't have to do all of this. So, if you think this dungeon is tedious, just do the skip, really. That should have pressed the switch. Okay. Wait, what? Am I missing a Pokeball somewhere? I think my Poke broke. You know what, that's why we're beta testing. Okay, now he pressed the switch. So the thing is, he presses the switch if you get close enough to him, and I definitely have to higher the activation distance, is what I just realized. But that's no problem. See, I'm going through all this pain, so you guys don't have to. So those are the things. Make the node block go less high, higher the Poke activation distance, and that invisible wall in the Shadow Temple. Those are the 3 things we found so far. But with this one being there, we only need 1 more Pokeball in the entire playthrough. Then we're done. Alright, let's do this one kinda slow. Yeah, Mario can do some real football trick shots here. Can't balance the ball forever. Alright, and press the switch. I'm not sure if you heard the sound. It's kinda quiet. But if you looked up. you would definitely see it. And with the switch pressed, we can now go through here, which will lead us right up here, which will lead us here. We need bombs to get through here, but the bomb is being guarded by fire. I think that's a very unique puzzle. Okay, so there's an easy thing you can do. If the bomb is against the wall, we'll actually push really fast, like that. Okay, let's do that one again. You know what? I'm really scared right now. Okay, there's actually another thing you can do, and that is you can use the explosion from your super ground pound. And I don't want to die. Okay, don't tell anyone that you can do that though. That's like a secret. You've unlocked the spin gloves. Okay, now you can spin jump. Okay. I fall completely down. So what you're supposed to do is you spin jump and then you land on the red block and you go into that guy's mouth. You could just walk way back up. But screw that, really. You can also just do this. So this guy is the sturdiest womp alive. This one actually requires you to use the metal cap, otherwise it does not damage him. He's just the mid-boss though, he's not the real boss. There's a sturdier guy right behind him. And this is the real boss. I hate reusing original bosses, so I always have to make my new one. And it is a giant Koopa. You jump on him, the shell goes away, and then he runs, and you have to hit him, then he gets a new shell. You repeat. And there are more and more shells, like every time you hit him. So the trick is not to get hit by the shells and then you kill him. Simple. So I hope this game does not look too simple, but I kinda know how to move Mario. Alright, we beat all the dungeons. Time to go see Ganondorf. Let's see if we can finish this game in less than 2 hours. So there are fairy fonts in this area that we can just use to go to the warp that we set up inside of Ganon's castle earlier. We don't want the star. Let's go to Ganon Castle. And you see, now that we've collected all the Grand Stars, there's a Rainbow Bridge. I wouldn't have been there before. It's probably possible to skip past the Rainbow Bridge somehow without the star, because this is Mario 64. Obviously you can skip everything. So you need, I think, 3 stars to get above that gate. When you collected all the stars, it goes completely down. So let's just get a bunch of stars. Again, the philosophy is you don't have to do everything, but rather just a part of the dungeon. Wait, what? Okay, there's one more scuttlebug. So I'm just gonna get like 3 quick stars and then I'm just gonna peace out. You can jump over here. There we go. You have to do that if you don't have any magic anymore. Or you have to just reset. You can always reset warp out of everything. What's in this room? Alright, I guess it's time to show you what the scarecrows do. They are just like an Odyssey. Oh god, grab the star. If you don't grab the star, I'm so mad. Okay. So I'm not sure if you need 3 or 4 stars. I'm fairly sure it's not 2. I don't remember how I made this dungeon, to be honest. Let's just grab a 3rd one. Yeah, use the OOT Scarecrow instead of the Odyssey one. Because I thought that gave the game a nice touch. The red one will rotate next. Okay. Screw waiting for the platform. Screw waiting for these. Yeah, screw it. I could use some magic to just hover like that. Whatever. I have enough lives. I probably should have dev warped anyway. Is that enough to get over the ceiling? Nope, it's not. I need 1 more star. What's in here? Oh god, no. This one takes way too long. Let's go literally anywhere else. The snowmen are nice. So the snowmen, how do they work? The snowmen, they jump in a row, and there's a metal box somewhere. You take the metal box, and you push the snowman onto the trajectory that will lead to the switch, which will then spawn the star. And now we just sit here and wait for a 3 star. Any second now. Don't kill me, don't kill me. Where's the star? Did I mess it up? I swear, if the star spawns now. Yeah, I messed it up. Alright, let's try that one again. It's not far enough. Okay. Let's try it again. That's definitely far enough. So the snowman wants to fall off and just die. Or once they hit a wall, rather. Alright. That should be enough to enter the final boss. We still have 6 minutes to beat the final boss. And then we'd be under 2 hours. But the thing is, do we really want to only save the future? You know, maybe want to go back into the present and save them as well? I can jump over this. There we go. Alright. Listen to the music. You hear very faint Ganondorf. Or organ? I think organ. And we go up, and it goes louder and louder. The anticipation rises as we go up this tower. Half the comment section getting mad at me right now for not having full health. And myself too, myself included. Because there were coins just down there. The music is very loud, and it's Bowser playing the mad piano. Alright, we have to defeat the Bowser Juniors first though. In the 70 years, he has made children. So we have to beat first now. So when I made this in my stream, somebody said Mario out of the tomb and out of the womb and into the tomb Mario, and I think that's a very good title here. Alright, it's actually 4 children, but they disappear after one another, because otherwise the game would be lagging. Otherwise I would have put all 4 at the very beginning. But I don't think I need full health anymore. I was just worried that they'd burn me. They can burn you pretty nastily. Curse you, Mario, blah blah blah. Alright, this guy, you make him run into a wall like that. We couldn't see that because I'm stupid with the camera. Oh my god. Alright. That never happened. I was so sure I wouldn't need the extra health. Can't believe I'm dying so much in my own game. Alright, this time the anticipation is rather low. But that definitely kills in beating this game in under 2 hours. I'm happy there are no invisibles that I found on these stairs. There's only one so far in the entire playthrough. So that's very good. Like, I expected a lot more. I mean, I would have expected a lot more if there was no invisible wall fix. Let's put it like that. Alright, we don't care about this. The shadow gets a lot bigger when you pick him up because of some Mario 64 engine oddity. Hello? I want you to fly. You aren't getting out of this. Y'all are dead. That's what you get for opposing Mario. It looks so brutal, holy shit. It's just this little baby thing and you just take it and throw it into a fucking explosion. So he has 2 attacks. He can throw fire at you and he can rampage at you. And once he rampages at you, he will run into a wall, trip over, and then you can damage him back. I'm just gonna activate Metal Cap just to be safe whenever he does that, so I can't get hit. Man, this is really unlucky. Usually you shouldn't shoot so much fire. Stop shooting fire. Run into the wall, like the idiot you are. Oh my god. I think the probability for him to run is 1 in 3. Can you stop shooting fire? Holy shit. There we go. Alright. One more time. Most bosses take 3 hits. There we go. You might have beat me, but how are you gonna beat the younger self of me? That's what he says, roughly. If a bomb kills me now, I'll be so sad. Okay, usually you're supposed to go back down, and then you get another star. But we can also just reset. And we're gonna miss out on 1 star then. But really, we don't want that star. Time to go into the present and save that one as well. Well, at least we saved the future in under 2 hours. That's something, isn't it? So in the present timeline, once you've collected all the Grand Stars, like, I think there are 10 now, including the one that we just got from Bowser, a Bowser will appear and tell you, hey, Peach has told me to tell you to go see her. That's how you get the hint that you should also rescue the present. Because from playing Ocarina of Time, you'd expect that you'd only have to save the future. But if you want to see the true ending, the true good ending, where everyone's still alive and everyone's happy, you have to save both. That was the bomb that would have told us. Alright, I'm not sure if the future fight is easier or harder, but it's definitely a million times cooler. It's easily the coolest boss fight I know. What's this? We are not gonna talk to Peach. We're just gonna go straight to Bowser. So warp pipe the Bowser's hideout. Blah 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 blah, Black Grand Star, I'm gonna use it now. And it's fucking giant Bowser. So damaging him is gonna require some actual effort here. Oh no, I should have collected more magic. It's gonna be really rough with this low amount of magic. Any normal player would have collected their magic again. I'm not gonna die, am I? Okay. Second game over, but that's okay. I never would have thought I'd die so much in this game. Holy shit. It's okay if the last Bowser is a bit difficult though, right? Who cares? You want an epic boss fight at the end, and it's gotta be somewhat difficult. No, the biggest difficulty here is conserving your magic. I have no idea how I got hit by that fire so often. But yeah, you can always just pull out your metal cap and then not get hit. Yeah, that's how you should avoid the fire. So every time he attacks, it can be either a shell or a fire. But if shot fire twice in a row, then the next time will definitely be a shell. The shell, you shoot it back at him, and then these things appear that make it so that you can go into the cannon, and you shoot the cannon at him, and you do this 4 times actually. And every time you hit him once, he gets a bit smarter the next time. So now the next time he shoots a shell, the shell is ignited. And he reflected it once. Now the next time you should reflect it 3 times and the shell should be a lot faster. You know what? I'm not gonna say what's gonna happen the next time, because I would just spoil the fight for you, wouldn't I? Honestly, I've never been hit by this fire before. Alright, just 1 minute after this one. If I choke this somehow, I'll just use my Neo in the Matrix skills to not get hit instead. You'll see what I mean if it comes to that. Because Mario 64 is the Matrix and I'm Neo sometimes. If you watched my stream before, you know what that means. But it doesn't look like it has to come to that. The final shot, my heart is pounding. So long, gay Bowser. There we go. Yes, I want to save. I will whoop us out. Don't worry. Oh Mario, you saved everyone! Listen, listen.
Thank you so much for playing at my hack.
It's beautiful. Shoutouts to Ganondorf for that voice. I'm gonna leave you alone with the credits song. I'll see you guys when I upload the next time. Bye.